Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. Excuse me. Today is March 15th, 2023. And we are going to look at Proverbs 15. But before we go there, I wanted to read something out of 1 John. 1 John 5:16 and 17 say this: If anyone sees his brother committing a sin not leading to death, he should ask God, who will give life to those who commit this kind of sin. There is a sin that leads to death. I'm not saying he should ask regarding that sin. All wrongdoing is sin. And there is sin that does not lead to death. This morning when I was reading in Proverbs 15, I read this in Proverbs 15, verse 10. Discipline is harsh for the one who leaves the path. The one who hates correction will die. When it comes down to it, if we're walking a path that God has for us, if we're putting God first and we're doing the things that we believe deep down that God wants us to be doing, we'll be traveling the path. Now, that doesn't mean your belief deep down is always right. You are going to get pokes and prods as you go down the road, keeping you in the center so you stay well clear of the ditches on both sides. You're going to be reminded of the errors that could be coming. There will be road signs telling you that you need to slow down. There's a very sharp curve coming. By the way, for those of us who ride motorcycles, I know that those sharp curve signs, those are in our minds for some reason, even though it says 25 miles an hour, right underneath that curve sign, they're really not telling us speed up and see how far you can lean. I know I'm a jerk. I get it, because that's what I do. And I can't help myself because I love to lean. I love to ride the corners. I love to roll out after I've come through and just know that I've felt those G-forces and it felt good. I get it, right? But I've also had occasions where there was something more to that curve than I could have known. And I didn't slow down near enough, and I had really close calls. Matter of fact, a few years back, I didn't see the sign, and it cost dearly. My wife still can't walk without a cane because of it. Those gentle prods to keep us on the road and keep us going down the road in the center without mishaps and things like that. Those are important, but those are course corrections when you know that you're on the right road and you're doing the right things. They're just keeping you in line with what really is God's plan, even though you may be in the mood to really move forward. John tells us there is a sin that leads to death, but all wrongdoing is sin. Not all of it causes death, right? Solomon tells his son in Proverbs 15, verse 10, discipline is harsh for the one who leaves the path. When we get off and we start doing our own things, that correction, it's going to be harsh. It's got to be harsh. It's got to make us not want to ever have to go there again. But the one who hates correction, doesn't accept discipline, they will die. I think it's important for us to remember that today. When we're riding the roads and all the signs say, you need to slow down. Yes, I understand we might be able to roll that corner a little bit faster than a car can. I understand that. And I probably will still continue to do that, just like you. We have experience, especially on roads I know, right? Especially on roads you know. But the reality is, if we get off into the ditch, we could die. If we end up in the ditch, we wreck the car, our wife walks with a cane, and we do the same thing the next time we get on the motorcycle, there's a greater chance we'll die. Because we didn't take that discipline, that correction, even though it was harsh, to teach us a lesson. The reality is, course corrections are necessary. It's discipline. It's harsh, but necessary. But it doesn't lead to death. It's when we refuse to accept that it leads to death. And I don't want any of you to die. I love y'all. I hope you have a great day. God bless.